Bo Derek, the woman who became Hollywood's ultimate sex symbol, not only built a glittering career, but also lived a love story full of highs and lows. From her controversial romance with John Derek, who transformed her into his muse, to rumors surrounding her co-star Andrea Occhipinti, an intriguing encounter with Prince Albert of Monaco, and brief relationships with stars like Kiefer Sutherland and Ted Turner, Bo Derek's dating history is anything but ordinary. After all the drama and passion, Bo Derek finally found true love with John Corbett, the man who brought her peace after years of stormy relationships. So, what made Bo Derek so irresistible? Why did she attract some of the most powerful and famous men in the world? And most importantly, how did she find true happiness and freedom, becoming the fulfilled woman she is today after such a turbulent love life? Let's dive into the fascinating journey of Bo Derek's love life in this video. But first, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any stories about the most famous stars in Hollywood. And now, let's get started. 1. John Derek. In 1973, Bo Derek, born Mary Kathleen Collins, was a young and aspiring teen, eager to start her career in Hollywood. By that time, John Derek, a 46-year-old director and former actor, was already established in his career, having shifted to directing and photography. They met when John Derek cast Bo in the film Fantasies, a project shot in Greece. From the very first meeting, John was captivated by Bo's natural beauty, her sculpted face, and her golden blonde hair. For Bo, John Derek wasn't just an experienced director, but also a fascinating individual with a wealth of life experiences that made him intriguing. At that time, John was still married to actress Linda Evans, and their relationship garnered attention due to the significant age gap between them. To avoid public scrutiny, John and Bo chose to spend time in Europe, giving them the space to build their connection away from the spotlight. Their relationship quickly became a subject of speculation, with many seeing it not just as a romantic bond, but also as a mentor-mentee dynamic where John Derek helped shape Bo's career and image. In 1976, once Bo had transitioned into adulthood, they returned to the US and married. From then on, Bo Derek was not just John Derek's wife, but also a living example of his artistic vision. John became more than a husband. He took on the roles of manager, director, and image maker, making the key decisions about Bo's career. He wanted to set her apart from the traditional Hollywood mold, shaping her into a fresh, independent symbol of beauty. The biggest turning point in Bo Derek's career came in 1979, when John directed 10. This movie turned Bo Derek into a global sensation, especially with the iconic scene of her running on the beach in a nude-colored bikini, her signature braids flowing. This scene made Bo a star and cemented her as one of the most recognized beauty icons of the 1980s. But was this Bo Derek's success, or was it John Derek's? Bo admitted that John had complete control over her career, from deciding what roles she should take to how she appeared, even dictating the films she should be in. Some films like Bolero, 1984, and Ghosts Can't Do It, 1989, were criticized for showcasing Bo's beauty more than offering any real artistic value. In Hollywood, Bo Derek became a symbol of sexiness, but to critics, she wasn't a true actress. But did John Derek care? Probably not. He had created his masterpiece and held onto it tightly. Even though Bo always spoke lovingly of John, she also admitted that he could be very jealous and controlling. John didn't want her to take roles he didn't approve of, didn't want her to work with other directors, and didn't want her to become an independent woman outside of his control. Bo once confessed that she felt guilty for getting involved in John and Linda Evans' marriage, but at that young age, she didn't understand the consequences of her actions. Linda Evans, John's ex-wife, spoke bitterly about their relationship, claiming that Bo was just a younger version of herself because John always liked to control and shape the woman he was with. In reality, Bo Derek sacrificed both her youth and career for John, though at the time, she may not have realized it. Unlike many Hollywood romances that end after a few years, Bo and John Derek stayed together for over 25 years, until John passed away in 1998 from heart failure. In the final years, Bo cared for John, staying by his side every moment, proving that her love for him was not just admiration or passion, but true devotion. However, after John passed, Bo Derek was no longer the icon of the 80s. She gradually withdrew from Hollywood and focused on her other passions like horse breeding and animal rights activism. For fans, the question remains, without John, could Bo have had a more successful career? Many lament that Bo could have been a better actress if she hadn't been controlled by John. But Bo never complained. She always said she didn't regret her life, even though there were moments that made her shudder when looking back. 2. Andrea Occhipinti. John Derek spent over 2 decades creating the perfect image of Bo Derek in his eyes, an untouchable beauty goddess. But was everything truly within his control? When Bo Derek hit the screen in Bolero, 1984, with bold scenes alongside Andrea Occhipinti, a major question arose. Was this just acting, or for the first time, did Bo Derek let her emotions escape from the influence of John Derek? Bolero, 1984, was not only a controversial film for its provocative content, but also sparked rumors about a potential relationship between Bo Derek and her co-star Andrea Occhipinti. When a film contains too many suggestive love scenes, audiences can't help but wonder, is the chemistry on screen just acting, or did something deeper form between them? From the moment the film released, the film industry and the public were caught up in the speculation that Bo and Andrea were more than just colleagues. The chemistry between them was undeniable, with scenes so realistic that many believed the emotions transcended the screen. These rumors became the focal point of discussion because the erotic scenes in Bolero weren't just seductive, they felt so real, it raised questions. One reason the rumors between Bo Derek and Andrea Occhipinti spread so quickly was the way they portrayed intimacy on screen. Bolero had so many love scenes that it nearly crossed the line into a softcore film, yet it was officially released for general viewing. Some of these unforgettable scenes became symbols of boldness, making audiences question whether it was just acting. The infamous losing virginity scene between McGill, played by Bo Derek, and bullfighter Angel Sacristan, played by Andrea Occhipinti, is one of the highlights of the film. There was no hiding, no cover-up. Every glance, breath, and gesture was too natural. Everything was filmed up close with no avoidance, leaving viewers with the sensation that they were witnessing a real-life moment rather than a staged scene. It didn't stop there. The beach scene between the two characters also became a topic of discussion. The lighting, space, and every movement felt so harmonized, it was almost unbelievable. There was no awkwardness typical of Hollywood love scenes. Bo Derek and Andrea Occhipinti seemed to lose themselves in each other, making viewers believe the camera was capturing a private moment rather than a professional performance. One of the most controversial scenes was the prolonged bed scene, where John Derek, as director, chose to keep the camera rolling for long stretches, capturing every tender touch, gaze, and expression of ecstasy between the two. The realism was so intense that even experienced filmmakers admitted the scene felt too real to just be acting. This added to the growing speculation. Did Bo and Andrea really have feelings for each other? As the director of these scenes, John Derek's reaction became a hot topic. For any man, witnessing his wife entangled with another man on screen would be hard to accept. But for John Derek, the creator of Bo Derek's image as a sex symbol, it became even more complicated. Two theories emerged about John Derek's response. Some believed he was entirely in control of his emotions, as he was the one who had crafted Bo Derek into a seductive icon and understood that these love scenes were necessary for the film's effect. However, many others speculated that, despite being the director, John could not stop himself from feeling hurt when he saw his wife connect too deeply with Andrea. Especially when he witnessed the two actors performing so naturally, many believed John Derek felt something was off. The rumors grew stronger when some crew members revealed that John Derek would often watch the two actors with a cold gaze, showing no emotion but never taking his eyes off them. After filming those intimate scenes, he would monitor everything more closely, ensuring Bo Derek and Andrea Occhipinti didn't spend too much time together off camera. There were rumors that John Derek even asked Bo to keep her distance from Andrea, though there was no concrete evidence to confirm this. However, one thing was certain. After Bolero, Bo and Andrea never worked together again. This led many to speculate that John Derek had killed any chance of them getting closer outside the film. As for Andrea Occhipinti, the handsome Italian actor with a charming demeanor, he never publicly addressed the rumors about him and Bo Derek. However, in later interviews, he did admit that the intimate scenes in Bolero were some of the most sensual he had ever filmed. Despite this, he always emphasized that his relationship with Bo was one of respect and professionalism. Some sources within the Hollywood film industry suggested that there was genuine attraction between Bo and Andrea, but they couldn't go further because John Derek kept a tight grip on Bo. Another theory was that Bo may have had feelings for Andrea, but she never dared to cross the line because she feared the consequences it would have on her relationship with John. This made the story even more intriguing for the public. As for Bo Derek, she has never publicly confirmed or denied the rumors. In some later interviews, she mentioned that there were things in her past that made her shudder when she thought back on them. While she didn't explicitly mention the situation, many believe this was a hint at the complicated relationship between her, John Derek, and Andrea Occhipinti. Bo Derek always spoke about John with affection and respect, but also admitted that he was possessive and controlling. If she had any feelings for Andrea, Bo likely never acted on them, as John was always right by her side. Whether the rumors about Bo Derek and Andrea Occhipinti are true or not, the fact remains that no one involved has ever confirmed anything. The hot scenes in Bolero were so realistic that audiences believed they weren't just acting, but there was no evidence to suggest there was a real-life relationship between the two. Perhaps it was just rare chemistry between two actors, or maybe it was something more, a secret forever buried under the glimmer of Hollywood. 3. Prince Albert of Monaco. After the passing of her first husband, Bo Derek gradually withdrew from Hollywood, making fewer appearances on the big screen. However, her life was still filled with remarkable encounters. In 2000, the next name to be linked with Bo Derek was none other than Prince Albert II of Monaco, a man born to live in the spotlight and be surrounded by glamorous relationships. Prince Albert II of Monaco and actress Bo Derek had a notable date that attracted significant attention from both the public and the media. Bo Derek, the Hollywood beauty icon, and Prince Albert, known for his lavish lifestyle, became the center of gossip when they were spotted together. According to Bo Derek, this day was a delightful and surprising experience. She recalled the moment with excitement, noting that a glamorous American actress like her being seen with the charming Prince of Monaco certainly caught many by surprise. Prince Albert himself expressed admiration for Bo Derek's elegant beauty and composed demeanor. Despite fueling numerous rumors about a potential romantic relationship, neither of them ever took it further. For Bo Derek, she was still grieving the loss of her late husband, John Derek, and wasn't ready to embark on a new relationship. She viewed her encounter with the Monaco prince as a memorable moment rather than the beginning of a serious romance. Prince Albert, known for his long list of high-profile relationships, continued to live his free-spirited lifestyle. He was rumored to have had affairs with many other beauties, including actress Brooke Shields. However, in the end, Prince Albert II settled down when he married Olympic swimmer and former beauty queen Charlene Wittstock in 2011. While their brief encounter didn't evolve into a lasting relationship, the meeting between Bo Derek and Prince Albert II remains a fascinating anecdote in both of their love lives, proving that sometimes fleeting encounters can become stories that are talked about for years to come. 4. Kiefer Sutherland. A date with Prince Albert of Monaco may have been an interesting anecdote, but it wasn't enough for Bo Derek to reignite her feelings of love after years of loss. The next man to appear in her list of rumors came from a completely different world, not royalty, but Hollywood. Kiefer Sutherland is one of Hollywood's standout actors, best known for his iconic role as Jack Bauer in the hit TV series 24. Born in 1966 in Canada, Kiefer wasn't just the son of veteran actor Donald Sutherland, but also carved out his own fame through successful films like Stand By Me, 1986, The Lost Boys, 1987, Young Guns, 1988, and Flatliners, 1990. Throughout his career and personal life, he had many notable relationships, including a brief engagement to actress Julia Roberts in 1991, a love story that ended in turmoil when they called off their wedding just 4 days before the big day. On the other hand, Bo Derek was a Hollywood beauty icon, famous for the movie 10, 1979. Born in 1956, she married director John Derek in 1976 at just 19 years old. They had a marriage that lasted over 2 decades until John Derek passed away in 1998. After her husband's death, Bo Derek didn't rush into a new relationship, but instead focused on her career and personal life. However, in 2000, Bo Derek and Kiefer Sutherland became the center of media attention when rumors spread that they were dating. At the time, Bo was 43 years old and still mourning the loss of her husband, while Kiefer, 34 years old, was also looking for a new relationship after his personal turmoil. Though there weren't many details about their relationship, the two were spotted together at various events, fueling rumors about a possible romance between the two stars. However, this romance didn't last long. The exact reason for their split remains unclear, but the relationship between Kiefer Sutherland and Bo Derek seemed to be just a brief chapter in both of their lives. Some sources claim they simply weren't compatible in terms of lifestyle and future plans. However, no official statement was made by either Kiefer or Bo about why they broke up, making this story an intriguing mystery for the public. Notably, Bo Derek later found love with actor John Corbett, Sex and the City, and they maintained a lasting relationship for over 20 years before officially marrying in 2020. Kiefer Sutherland, on the other hand, continued to have other relationships while focusing on his acting career and music. Whether the relationship between Kiefer Sutherland and Bo Derek was truly deep remains unclear, but it certainly became one of Hollywood's most curious fleeting romances. There are also rumors that this relationship wasn't serious, but rather a special friendship or a brief connection in the lives of both stars. Since it was never officially confirmed, it remains a rumor with no solid proof. 5. Ted Turner. If Kiefer Sutherland represented a Hollywood romance, the next name on the list comes from an entirely different world: media mogul Ted Turner. Rumors about a relationship between Bo Derek and the founder of CNN made headlines, prompting the public to ask, was this a power romance between two influential figures, or just a media misunderstanding? At the time, the media buzzed with gossip about a potential romantic relationship between Bo Derek, the famous actress and widow of director John Derek, and Ted Turner, the media mogul and founder of CNN. Although never officially confirmed, the speculation drew attention due to the intriguing contrast between the two figures. When the rumor surfaced, Bo Derek, 43, was still mourning the loss of her husband, John Derek, who passed away in 1998, while Ted Turner, 61, had just separated from his high-profile marriage with actress Jane Fonda. According to one report, Turner and Derek shared several common interests, particularly their love for nature and farm life. Ted Turner owned millions of acres across the U.S., including a bison ranch in Montana, while Bo Derek managed a horse ranch in Santa Barbara, California. This shared passion led many to believe there was a special connection between them. Despite the growing rumors, both denied any romantic involvement. Turner's spokesperson stated, "That's not true. I don't know where you got that from." Meanwhile, Bo Derek also claimed that they were longtime friends with no romantic relationship. Nevertheless, many sources insisted they spent time together after Bo Derek gradually re-entered social life, following her 2 years of avoiding the Hollywood spotlight. Prior to this, she had been rumored to have had a brief fling with Kiefer Sutherland, but that relationship also didn't last. With both of them remaining tight-lipped about the matter, the true nature of their relationship remains a mystery. However, the shared interest between Bo Derek and Ted Turner led many to believe they at least shared some special moments together. Whether it was a romantic relationship or not, the gossip surrounding them remains one of the intriguing stories of the early 2000s, a time when relationships often quickly appeared and just as quietly faded into secrecy. 6. John Corbett. Despite the buzz surrounding her rumored relationship with Ted Turner, the truth is Bo Derek hadn't yet found lasting love. After years of loss, brief flings, and unconfirmed rumors, she finally met a man who was completely different from all her previous relationships. John Corbett, the man who brought her not fame or control, but peace. This time there would be no rumors, no fleeting romances, just a true love that has lasted more than 2 decades. In 2002, John Corbett, famous for his role in Sex and the City, was still single and not looking for anything serious. However, his representative arranged for him to attend the Oscars with Bo Derek, an encounter that would open a new chapter in their lives. John Corbett admitted he felt very nervous when he first met Bo, because she was not only a Hollywood beauty icon, but also the star of 10, 1979. On the other hand, Bo Derek immediately felt a sense of familiarity with John. "It was just an attraction, a comfort," she shared. This encounter quickly developed into a deeper relationship, and from then on, they were inseparable. John Corbett and Bo Derek didn't need grand gestures to prove their love. They embraced a simple life on their farm in Santa Ynez, California, where they cared for horses and rescue dogs. Both are passionate animal lovers, which is one of the things that brought them closer together. Bo Derek, a longtime animal rights activist, shared that their love grew through shared experiences, from caring for horses to traveling together. They were not only lovers, but true companions, always supporting each other through life. Despite their significant height difference, John Corbett is 6 feet 5 inches, while Bo Derek is 5 feet 3 inches, this was never an issue. In fact, John Corbett always made Bo Derek laugh, even after hearing his humorous stories a million times. In return, Bo said that John always brought joy and comfort into her life. When asked about the secret to maintaining their love for over 2 decades, Bo Derek explained, "Love and humor. You have to love deeply, truly love," she said. They also chose to live in the present, not planning too far into the future. Initially, they were 2 very different people, but over time, they learned to understand and respect each other. "We've built this relationship one day at a time, and now, 19 years later, we're still together and we'll keep trying for another day," Bo Derek shared. One key to their lasting relationship is flexibility. They don't set too many rules or restrictions, but let their love develop naturally. John Corbett was once a city guy, but when he moved to Bo Derek's farm, he completely changed. "I never thought I could live away from the city, but after spending some time at the farm with Bo, I don't want to leave anymore," he said. After nearly 2 decades together, John Corbett and Bo Derek decided to marry in 2020. They kept the news private and only revealed it the following year in an interview. John Corbett said they didn't want 2020 to be just filled with bad news, so they decided to do something beautiful. And their wedding was just that. Even after marrying, their relationship remained unchanged. For both of them, marriage wasn't a binding contract, but an affirmation of the love that had been strong for many years. They continue to enjoy a simple life, traveling together and attending major events. Most recently, on January 30th, 2024, they attended the Lambert's Monday night event in Cologne, Germany, where Bo Derek wore a sparkling black dress and John Corbett looked sharp in a black suit. Earlier, on January 10th, 2024, they also appeared together at the Masters of the Air movie premiere in Los Angeles. In Hollywood, where relationships often don't last, the love story of John Corbett and Bo Derek is a testament to sincerity and patience. They don't need grand declarations or over-the-top displays of affection, just harmony, understanding, and laughter. Bo Derek shared, "I'm still attracted to him, and I think we'll keep going like this. We're starting to settle in more." Perhaps the true secret to lasting love is living day by day, cherishing every moment, and never stopping to make each other laugh. Something John Corbett and Bo Derek have done for over 2 decades. From a naive young woman guided by John Derek to a woman who confidently navigated through controversial romances, Bo Derek has had a love life full of color, sometimes radiant, sometimes full of challenges. But through it all, she found peace with John Corbett, a love that doesn't require grand declarations but has lasted for over 2 decades. In the midst of Hollywood's storm, they chose to live slowly, savoring every moment together on their farm, surrounded by horses, loyal 4-legged friends, and unforgettable adventures. Let's wish Bo Derek and John Corbett eternal happiness, always keeping laughter and harmony in their love. Which relationship in Bo Derek's love life impressed you the most? Leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any exciting stories about the most famous stars in the world. Thank you for watching. Wishing you a wonderful day, full of inspiration and joy. See you in the next video.